Hey, what is going on, bulls and bears? I am here at the end of my driveway, and what I have discovered, my driveway is actually back this way, over here, but what I have discovered is we have, let's say, friends or visitors at the end of my driveway. This is where I come to check my mail every day, right over there across the driveway. We have people that have decided to turn this into a little mini camp. Now, there's not a tent here right now, but in the past I have seen mattresses, empty beer cans and bottles, clothing, other paraphernalia. I'll leave it at that. But let me just take a look here and show you guys what this is about. Okay, I'm back in here. Let's take a look at some of the junk that's been thrown around here. Nice little spot to come to get out of the sun and to get mostly out of view of the public. So there's been times where I've went to check my mail, usually at night, and I see people down here, and they sometimes get upset when they see me looking at them. California folks, homeless right at the end of my driveway. Stay tuned for some news. Ah, yes, that was the end of my driveway. One of these days I'll try to get on film when there's homeless people hanging out there. That's a little bit challenging. I usually don't take my camera with me when I'm going for a walk or when I'm checking my mail. And a lot of people that are homeless, they don't like to just be filmed sometimes. All right, a lot of them are so out of their minds to even notice that you're filming. But there are a lot of people, homeless people included, that don't like to be filmed. All right, but we've got a lot to talk about today. Today is Sunday. It's February 27th, 2022. We're going to talk about bank runs, specifically what's happening over in Europe. We're going to talk about the mounting credit card debt and the economic narrative. It's pretty unbelievable. Let's get into the stories right now for you. Here is one of the narratives that's been going around. The U.S. economy appeared ready to surge, but Russia's invasion of Ukraine could send shockwaves. Right? So here come the excuses about why the economy is not better than it really is. Now, most of us here anyways already know all the different ways that they fib and lie about the economy. All the numbers that are put out there that are not accurate, everything from the unemployment number, the GDP, all the different gauges of what they call economic growth, which are mostly based on debt and spending and consumption. Well, here come more excuses. Now, since there's a war, the economy was ready to take off, but now there's a war, so guess what? We might not be able to raise interest rates now because of the war. The economy was doing so good, we were going to do aggressive rate hikes. But now, sorry, can't do that because of this new threat over in Europe. All right, please let me know down in the comments what you think. I'm highly leaning in that direction. I don't know exactly what's going to play out, what's going to happen, but that's what it seems to me like. It's what's going to be used as the excuse not to raise rates. At these current levels of debt, even the bankers know that run all this. They know that it's very risky to even raise rates a fraction of a percent. Let's talk about home prices, the housing bubble, which can get bigger. Just because I say there's a bubble doesn't mean that I'm predicting prices to go down. That's what some of you here have misunderstood, and you haven't really listened to the message. Just because I say something's in a bubble, it doesn't mean that I'm predicting the bubble to pop. The problem with the way everything is ran now with our banking system is that bubbles can continue to get bigger even beyond most of our wildest imaginations. But this article recently here, the number of U.S. cities with an average home price of $1 million tripled last year. And this is according to Zillow. In the past year, 146 cities, new cities, now have $1 million average home price. That brings the total to nearly 500 cities in the U.S. with an average home price of $1 million. That is a new record. And guess which state has most of the cities on the list of $1 million+ average price? You guessed it, California, where you can have $1 million home and have homeless people hanging out at the end of your driveway. Just take a look at the videos out of Venice Beach, California, where it's basically turned into one giant homeless camp up there. And it's just a pretty interesting dynamic. You have multimillionaires living on the coast where they look out their window and they see homeless tents and crazy people hanging out next to their mailbox. All right, now lucky for me, it's not a camp right at the end of my driveway. Even though I've seen people hanging out in that little area a few times, it's not a tent city or a tent camp like you see a lot of Venice Beach and some other areas here in California. But who knows, if it turns into a little community down there, I'll let you know, and I'll try to film it here if things continue to get worse in my little neck of the woods here. Another recent report, 14 million Americans have over $10,000 in credit card debt, according to a recent survey. Now, that article that I just showed gives you 3 different ways to pay down your credit card debt. So go check it out if you need help paying down your debt. But one of the biggest ways, or probably one of the best ways, is to stop spending so much money. But good luck with that, because with these rising prices that we're under right now and what we've been seeing, it's going to continue to get worse. So good luck trying to not spend so much on your credit card. That's why I've talked to you, my audience, about maybe think about not spending so much on luxury items, on entertainment items. I'm not telling people how to spend your money. Go spend thousands of dollars watching a sports game if you want to. If you're able to do that, maybe you're a lot better well off than I am. But I know myself, and right here in this household, I'm watching every dollar that I spend. Why? Because I don't see things getting better anytime soon. The cost of living is going to continue to skyrocket. We've got the situation now over in Europe. Russia, a huge oil exporter, including to the U.S., so expect gas prices, oil prices to continue to surge. And another recent report tells us it's continuing. The credit card debt is surging at a record high, so every new study that comes out, credit card debt continues to surge, not just higher, but at increasing pace, increasing quickness. People taking on more debt. And it's not just oil and energy that we have to worry about. Out of Reuters here, Russia faces major disruptions to oil commodities flows without SWIFT. So several key banks in Russia have been kicked out of the SWIFT system. And that could severely disrupt exports of many of these items, including grains, other commodities, of course, oil and energy. And guess what? The U.S. being a net importer, not exporter, but an importer, because we don't have enough manufacturing or production here in the U.S., that's going to cause rising prices. So continue to brace everybody. Continue to invest accordingly. Bulls and Bears, keep stacking, stay well. Peace. Thanks for being here, for supporting this channel. A few of you were asking the outro songs. Thank you for those of you that like the outro songs. I type them up my own. I create the songs on my own. For those that want to hear the full songs, link down in the description to, I think, just about all the outro songs that I've made. If you're a singer or vocalist, feel free to add your vocals, your lyrics and vocals to the tracks, and let me know. And if we like the sound of it, maybe we'll put it out and we'll become huge rock stars. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Big love. Bye for now. Peace.